member of the Education Committee.
Yeah, thank you.
Let him tell us how he wants Alliance High School to be.
Thank you very much. I'll also want from the word go to strongly condemn the statements made by one Rigathi Gachagua concerning the Somali community, the Somali investors in this country, and the enterprising Somali businessmen, including one of the and women, including the institutions like the Icon PBS Mall, which is actually one of its kind in East and Central Africa. I would say we have a word for such kind of a man in Somali. You know, we call such people kakhle. You know, kakhle is somebody who's loudmouth and who engages his mouth without engaging his brain. And they are very noisy, very loud mouth, but they don't have any substance in what they say. It is unfortunate that somebody who was a deputy president for about 2 years in this country, and somebody who was just a heartbeat away from the presidency, would utter consistently divisive words, divisive rhetorics against a particular community. For starters, let me say, Somali community is not an appendage in this country. Somali is one of the 47 tribes that are legally and constitutionally recognized for they are 47 now. Were legally, constitutionally recognized in this country as a community. And Somalis demand no lesser right than other Kenyans, and we are also not demanding for more rights than other Kenyans. We just want to be treated like other Kenyans. We are voters, we are serving in civil service, we are taxpayers, we are contributing to the GDP. Actually, Somalis contribute to 10%. The Somali businesses and Somali, enterprises contribute 10% to the GDP. And if you consider this in relation to the livestock sector, where the Somalis also play a very big role, which contributes 12% to the GDP, the actual contribution of Somalis to the economy of this country is almost a quarter. And that is for a fact. And actually, if you talk of remittances, the other day the president told us actually the remittances from outside this country are becoming one of the major foreign income earners. And Somalis contribute almost 70% of those remittances. Forget about the diaspora European countries. Kenyans who are working in Somalia alone are contributing 70 million remittances to this country per day. That is for a fact. Go and check. 70 million Kenya shillings per day is what the Somalis who are living and working in Somalia, Kenyans who are living and working in Somalia are contributing to the economy of this country. Isli, which is the main business hub run by Somalis, is actually contributing 30% of the total income of taxes that Nairobi collects. 30% of taxes that Nairobi collects comes from Isli. And if you want to bastardize that community, which contributes that immense contribution to the economy of this country, then there is something wrong with your head, like most of us have said. Now, as you have been told, I'm a member of the Education Committee. And we all know the concept of national schools, how the national schools came about. Some of those schools were actually built by colonial governments. And we maintained them after independence, continued resourcing them. These are schools which are supposed to be centers of excellence for the nation, not for a particular religion, not for a particular tribe. They are schools which are supposed to be financed with better laboratories, better classrooms, better equipments, so that it accommodates students from across the country to those schools. It's one of those institutions which actually advance the notion of national unity. When we talk about national unity in the country, the reason why students from all over the country are supposed to be accommodated in national schools is because of the fact that we are a nation, and because of integration and national unity. And so we tell one Rigathi Gachagua, you have made Somalis your pastime. I know somebody said the other day in one of the meetings that he's being targeted because of saying Ruto one term. Actually, Somalis are being targeted for saying the opposite. We are being targeted for saying Ruto two-term. And we will not shy away from saying two-term. And we will not back away from saying two-term. And we will re-elect Ruto overwhelmingly in 2027, just to wapende wasipende, to prove our point. And for those people who thought Somalis have very little votes, wacha tukutane 2027. Asante.
Thank you.